Well, as I mentioned in Friday's video report, the underdogs would not continue at that overwhelming pace, barking at every opportunity, making sports books offshore and in Vegas boatloads of money as the favorites came back and took a split yesterday. Now the puppies are still ahead in the tournament, but again, this is all cyclical. And have you already noticed that here in the round of 32, you're not seeing these monstrous numbers most games across the board? You're seeing more conservative numbers, and I think this is where, in the round of 32, you take advantage of the odds makers overcompensating, and because of the public's unrealistic expectations on anticipating those dogs that's still barking. I've always believed the round of 32 is a hell of a lot easier than the round of 64, and I've certainly proved it by going 0-2 the last 2 days, because although the favorites did go 8-8 yesterday, I was not on one of those winning favorites, absolutely not with Gonzaga. So I am certainly looking to bounce back as well today. Now, I've got 2 free selections for you in just a moment. Going to break down a couple of your dance games on the card. But first, this being Saturday, you know the drill. Each and every Saturday for over 3.5 years now, I've given you an opportunity to save potentially hundreds of dollars off your total purchase price, and today is no different. You can save 25% off your total purchase price today simply by using the coupon code 25%. Now that's spelled out 25%, with no space between the number or the word, 25%. And guys, it's a mix and match coupon, which means it's good for any combination of handicappers picks and or packages today. The only stipulation is this: it's a one-time usage coupon. So you cannot come in and get Gabriel DuPont's big play and then 2 hours later come in and get Matt Rivers' latest big play. No, you got to put everything in your shopping cart at one time. And because it's a mix and match coupon, remember, if you happen to be in the middle of a long-term package with DuPont, for example, and let's say you have 10 days left on a 30-day package, you want another 30-day package, guys, you're going to get 25% off the total purchase price. And if you have any instant rebates, they are applicable as well, so make sure you check them out. And if you have any questions with that 25% coupon code, you can always contact customer service. Now, speaking of Gabriel DuPont, today, 100 dime max wager winner number 20 out of 25 is going today. And it's your NC State Villanova contest. Keep in mind, with 50 dime plays or higher, since he joined this site back in February of 2014, Gabriel has made $10 bettors over $28,000. This year alone in all sports are up over 11,000. Over the past 14 weeks, we're talking about going back to November, in all sports they've won over 18 grand. In college basketball alone, since he joined the site, just a couple of days prior to the Super Bowl last February, not this year, last February in 2014, those same $10 bettors have made over $13,000. And today, for the 17th time in the past 5 weeks, you're going to get one of his max wager releases for half price simply by using coupon code HALF, H-A-L-F, H-A-L-F. Now, the half price play of the day, I believe it has won 8 of the past 11 days, as Scott Delaney. Congratulations going out to him as he improved to a perfect 3-0 with his postseason 100 dime releases. As yesterday, you got his easy winner on San Diego State over St. John's as his half-price play of the day release. And that was on the heels of hitting a 60 dime winner with Georgia State against Baylor on Thursday. So he's off to a 2-0 start here in the opening days of the tournament. Also, props going out to Brian Rosica. He had a 75 dime release, number 6 out of 8. On San Diego State last night, and today he has even something stronger, an 80-dimer on one of your early games, UCLA and UAB. Listen, all your other discounts are available over on the homepage as well. Among them, Matt Rivers, blank check release. Number 28 out of 40 and 5 out of 7 the past 2 weeks, but 28 out of 40 in his 12-year tenure here as a charter member of the site. He's calling it his Hoosier Hoops Hoedown. Go ahead. I dare you to say that 3 times quickly. Go ahead. Hoosier Hoops Hoedown. Oh, I'm not even going to try it again because God knows what I could say next and don't have to start recording this again. But anyway, it's Notre Dame and Butler. It's on the nighttime card, 27-13-2 lifetime with blank check releases in all sports over the past 12 years. Now listen, guys, last week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, hit blank check plays. This week, and last week, they were all half-price releases, right? And they were all easy winners. This week, I can't find another handicapper who has definitely hit the hard luck skid more than Matt Rivers. Tuesday night had a blank check play. BYU up 17 points in the play-in game against Dayton or against Ole Miss, and they end up losing 94-90. Then he had a blank check play on Baylor, and you know what the Bears did? Folding late like a cheap suit in the final 2 minutes and 54 seconds, allowing Georgia State to go on a 13-0 run to win by 1. Not only causing them the cover, causing them the straight-up win and knocking them out of the tournament in one of the biggest second-round upsets of the day on Thursday. All that being said, again, blank check waved the rating, game of his career, number 28 out of 40, and 5 out of 7 the past 2 weeks. Notre Dame and Butler. Guys, today you can save $65 by using coupon code MATT. His first name, of course, M-A-T-T. All your other coupons, etc., over on the homepage. Let's turn to a couple of complimentary plays for you. Listen, did Kentucky look sluggish against Hampton the other night? Yeah, and did it have something to do with the fact that because the prior game in the Louisville region between Cincinnati and Purdue ended late, so Kentucky started their game about 40 minutes after they anticipated expected scheduled tip-off because Purdue and Cincinnati went into overtime? And did it also contribute to the fact that they were a little sluggish because their game ended well after midnight? Could have. Bottom line is, hey, they were toying with Hampton. Were they worried about Hampton? I don't think so. So 79-56, you take it for what it's worth, which was pretty much nothing. Now, you got a Cincinnati team that's coming off the 66-65 overtime win against Purdue. And it was really quite a win by the Bearcats because they were down by 7 points with like 48 and a half seconds to go in regulation. They fought back, they forced it to overtime, and then they came up the win. Here's the thing. Purdue was a bigger team than Cincinnati. Cincinnati just doesn't have a lot of size. And the Boilermakers out-rebounded the Bearcats in that game 51-38. What is Kentucky going to do on the boards against Cincinnati? I don't care that the Bearcats, are 6th in the nation in scoring defense, giving up just like 55.6 points a game. If you can't get the rebounds, you ain't going to get many second chance opportunities. I think this is one of those games where the odds makers, based on the fact that Kentucky didn't look like world beaters against Hampton, have deflated this price a little bit. Would I go out and bet the 17-point favorite in Kentucky? No, but I thought about it today. But it is a free pick, and I do like the Wildcats in this particular spot. Now, your other complimentary play, guys, I'm going to take a look at the game between Notre Dame and Butler. I think I was reading here when I was researching this game, this is only going to be their second meeting in like 20 years for two schools that are like 3.5 hours apart from each other, east to west. Notre Dame, listen, did not look good in that win against Northeastern 69-65. Did not even come close to resembling the team that upset North Carolina and Duke to win the ACC championship last weekend in Greensboro, basically Tobacco Road, the backyard of those two teams, okay? Were they flat? Did they overlook Northeastern, the winner of the Colonial Conference? Was it the fact that this was a team that was fighting past history? Because I think that in 3 of their previous 4 postseason dance appearances, they were one and done. Whatever the case, I think, again, this is a game where the odds makers have overcompensated. They've readjusted this line based on Notre Dame's poor performance against a middling, mediocre team from the Colonial Conference, taking on a Butler team from, the Big East. A Butler team that got done and did what it had to do with a 56-48 win over Texas. But my goodness, guys, how many times have I ragged on the Longhorns this season? That loss probably sealed. God, I can't remember. All of a sudden, I just drew a total blank. Cannot remember. As much as I've talked about Texas this year, Rick Barnes, probably sealed his fate in terms of he's got to get the heave-ho out of Austin after that loss. Listen, the Longhorns haven't played well for a couple of months, so the fact that Butler beat them, who really cares? You do have a team here with Notre Dame that is an excellent shooting team. A matter of fact, number 2 in the nation behind Gonzaga in terms of shooting percentage from the field, a little over 50%, I think it is. Very good three-point shooting team, almost 40% of their threes this year. They want to run up and down the floor, okay? They're not running at the floor at VCU's pace, let's say, but they do like to spread the ball. They've got some excellent ball handlers. They've got Grant ball handlers. Whew. Boy, didn't even sound right there. Anyway, they got Jerry and Grant as well. Very deep team. As I noted, going into their first round game against Northeastern, this is a team that has 5 guys that are averaging 9.8 points a game. Now, you'll have a Butler team that wants to slow things down. That's how Butler plays. Butler does not want a game to get into the 80s. Butler doesn't really want a game to get into the 70s. Butler would like to keep this score somewhere in the high 60s. I just don't think this is going to happen. I believe that Notre Dame could easily win this game by 8-9 points. I came this close to using it as one of my 2 best bets today. It's my 3rd favorite play of the day, and it's a free play. And I do like Notre Dame even more than Kentucky. Although, I'll be honest with you, I think you can throw them both in the hat and pull them out in any order you want, and I think they're both going to win today. Fingers crossed. So, your complimentary plays, I'm going to lay it with Notre Dame and also with Kentucky as well. Best of luck to you guys, and I will catch you again tomorrow when we do this one more time as the tournament continues. Good luck, everybody.